So guys, here what you can see is that in this question paper, the mixture of the probable structure of questions asked in the previous year questions, it has been generally done. Okay, so with reference to these cultural trends in Mathura and Sarnath, consider the following statements. Okay, Mathura Buddha images have decorated halos and visible drapery folds. Sarnath Buddha images have plain robes and minimal ornamentation, and both schools emerged during the Mauryan time period. How many of these are correct? How many of these particular things are correct? Okay, what do you think is going to be the answer here? What do you think is the answer? Here, let us then just eliminate. Now, if you might have read on the sculptures, the sculptural tradition, guys. So, the sculptural tradition, you know that how was the sculptures of the Mauryan time period? How was the sculptures of post-Mauryan time period? So, in the Mauryan, there were sculptures of in the Brahminical faith, there was Yaksha and Yakshini sculptures. Then in the Buddhist faith, there is going to be the various, you know, not the images of Buddha but various Jataka stories and all, they are going to be depicted, and the symbols of Lord Buddha, they were depicted, not Buddha himself. And then there was Jainism. So even in Jainism during the Mauryan time period, there was not that much evidence that we have found that they patronized the Jain Tirthankars image building. So all of these images, the Buddha law, how did the Buddha images and the Jain images, they came up during the post Mauryan time period, because there were three types of sculptural traditions that emerged: Gandhara, Mathura, and Amaravati. Now, Gandhara and Mathura, they focused on images. Okay, the Jain, yeah, the images of the Gautam Buddha, whereas Amravati, it focused on the panel narration. That means the various Jataka tales, they were showcased on the panel. So this was what we understand from the sculptural traditions. So here, what do we understand? Both schools emerged during the Mauryan period. That means the Mathura and the Sarnath. When did the Mathura emerge? It emerged during the post-Mauryan time period. So the third statement is incorrect. Now, when we talk, Mathura Buddha images have decorated halos and visible drapery folds. Alright, so that is what we understand. So yes, when you look at the Gandhara Buddha sculptures and Mathura Buddha sculptures, you will find the difference that the Mathura ones, they have a little bit of ornamentation there, and they are going to be wearing clothes, okay, clothes, and they were generally a bit healthy. Whereas in opposite to the Gandhara style of sculptures of Buddha, okay, so in the Gandhara style of Buddha, they were different. So that is going to be another aspect that we understand. Okay, so that is why the first statement is correct. Sarnath Buddha images have plain robes and minimal ornamentation. Now, Sarnath Buddha, what do we understand? Means, you might be saying that right now we just read about Gandhara, Mathura, and Amravati, and we have only read that. How come? Was there any Sarnath Buddha or what? So just correlate. What do we understand from Sarnath? We understand from Sarnath as the Dharma Chakra Parivartana. Okay, and the Dharma Chakra Parivartana, Buddha got it after what? After meditation and yoga. Okay, after he did the 49 days of meditation, Buddha got the enlightenment, and after that enlightenment, he went to Sarnath to give the speech, okay, to his 5 disciples. So at that point of time, would he have decorative robes and everything of that? Obviously he'll have the clothing, because no Buddha was naked at that point of time. But when he is wearing the clothes, will that be decorative clothes? Obviously not, because Buddha has attained salvation and he does not have any desire for materialistic gains. Okay, Buddha does not have any desire for materialistic gains. That is what we understand. Up till now, you might have understood this particular aspect itself. Okay, that is one another thing that we can understand here. Now, apart from that, minimal ornamentation, yes. So when he has no aspect for materialistic gain, so this is also there. So both 1 and 2 are correct. So here what we can say is the answer is going to be 2. So like this, a little bit of general and conceptual information on the topic can help you solve the question. The next one is, consider the following statements. Kutch embroidery is traditionally practiced by the Toda tribe of Tamil Nadu. Gara embroidery is associated with the Parsi communities and features floral motifs. Kasuti embroidery uses metallic threads and mirror work. Which of the following statements are not correct? Okay, which of the following statements are not correct? So what do you think is the answer here? What do you think is the answer here, guys? What do you think? Now, if you just correlate to this, Kutch embroidery, let us just think. Kutch embroidery is traditionally practiced by the Toda tribe of Tamil Nadu. How come? These are contrary. Kutch, it is in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. So how can Kutch embroidery be done in Tamil Nadu? So it is contrast. So first one is wrong. And we have to find which one is not correct. Gara embroidery is associated with the Parsi community and features floral motifs. Now we do not know what is Gara embroidery, so let us just keep it like that. Okay. And Kasuti embroidery uses metallic threads and mirror work. So just understand the difference here. There is the contrast element that is there. Okay. So many a times the contrast element is generally wrong, means that is also one mindset of the UPSC. Okay. Then Gara embroidery is associated with Parsi community and features floral motifs. Now this is a continuous statement. Gara embroidery is this and it is this. So that is the continuous statement. Kasuti embroidery, it uses metallic threads and mirror works. So now here somewhat forceful aspect is trying to be told. Now what do we understand? If you just know, if you have done the handicraft section, okay, in a very much better manner, you would know that in the India area, the mirror work is generally done in the Gujarat area. Okay, it is done in the northern part of Gujarat. So the mirror work is not done in the Kasuti embroidery, which is going to be of the southern India. Okay, so that is why the third statement is also incorrect, whereas this is going to be correct. So the answer here is going to be 1 and 3 is incorrect, so it is C. Okay, so the answer it is going to be C. That is there.